Perspective. Life is about perspective. And it's perspective that's the cause of maybe the reason why Yom Kippur is the most misunderstood day of the year. This episode is sponsored in memory of Shob and Yosef. A couple years ago, I got a call from a kid, young guy. He wanted me to liaise between him and his parents. I knew his parents, and he was a very challenging teenager. Teenage years are hard for a lot of teenagers. And he said his was pretty intense. He said some things and did some things that were pretty intense. And he has, since his high school years left, he hasn't been around in a couple of years. He's getting older, he's maturing, and he wants to come home. But he didn't have the guts to call his parents directly. I know them, so he asked if I would call them. And before I hung up the phone, he goes, listen, I want to let you know it's going to be rough. I said, why? He goes, I did some bad things. Like, I said some really bad things. I did bad things. I didn't show up a lot. Like, trust, it's not going to be as easy as you think. I said, okay. Hung up the phone and called his parents. Within 30 seconds of when I said that I spoke to your son and he wants to come home, I could almost feel the tears through the phone. The sobbing, the joy, the anticipation. The parents were like, yes, now, when, how, where is he? Where can we get him? We want him, yes. The immediacy of how badly they want their son, was so incredible that I called the son. I said, I want to let you know what my conversation was. He said, it's impossible. I said, no, I had it. He goes, it's impossible. How could they want me home so badly after what I did? And I explained to him, like, you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. You see, a child sees himself vis-a-vis his parents as how he does. And if he's good, they like him, and if he's bad, they don't like him. But it's a child's perspective. A parent doesn't look at a child like that. A parent's love for a child is unconditional. A parent loves the child for the child, not for the child's actions. A parent wants the child to be good for the child's sake. And so when a parent is separate from their children, they would do anything to bring them back. I tried to explain to him that you're looking at it from your perspective. Look at it from your parents' perspective. Believe in their love for you and know that they're waiting for you right now. Just go home. No big commotion. Just go home. We walk into Yom Kippur, and Yom Kippur is a tough day for people. We have this imagery of an invisible God in the sky looking down and being so disappointed in us. And throughout the year we can duck, but you can't duck on Yom Kippur. And the sins and the distance, and I'm not enough, and I should have been more, and God's disappointed, and he's upset with me, and he doesn't even want me home, and am I going to get into the wrong book? We have all this anxiety and tension and disconnection, and it all circulates around this day, which is the greatest, sweetest, wonderful day of the year. See, Yom Kippur isn't about that. It is about judgment, but it isn't about that. Yom Kippur is the day in which Moses came down off the mountaintops. After the sin of the golden calf, the tablets were broken. The relationship was severed. But on Yom Kippur, Moshe came down again and reconnected the Jews to Hashem. Yom Kippur is the day where God says, Salachti kidvarecha, I forgive you. I love you. I want you. Ahavas ol ma'avtich. God tells us every day, my love for you is eternal. You have no idea how much I love you. We have no clue how much God loves us. If you love something more than yourself, that's only a fraction of how much God loves you. We have no idea. Yom Kippur is the day where God goes, it's not Rosh Hashanah, it's not Yom Hadin, it's not the day of judgment. It's Yom Slicha Mechilu Chapar. It's a day of connection. It's a day of relationships. It's a day where we connected. When you come into Yom Kippur from a child's perspective, it's the one thing. When you come into Yom Kippur and you try to put on God's perspective, the parent, what you realize is that he loves you more than you think, and he wants you more than you can ever imagine. And what God does in Yom Kippur, because he wants to be close, is he gets the world out of the way. No eating, no drinking, no shoes, no makeup. That stuff is just a physical world that gets between us. He just separates it. Even those sins, even the things we say sorry for, it's only to get that out of the way. Because really, what it's supposed to be is this incredible day of connection. We have 25 hours a year where we are and could be connected to God in a way we can't dream. It's an incredible day. Let's get excited for it. Let's have an incredible, wonderful, warm experience where we're able to really dig into who we are and connect to our Father in heaven who wants us more than we can ever imagine.